maximum mouthage.
Season 2.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Welcome to maximum mouthage.
Maximum edge.
Well,
Yes. We stuffed ourselves with pizza and soda, and we are ready to
I'm
go.
gonna have to poop at some point. We're gonna play the most dangerous game of Russian roulette we've ever witnessed in our lives.
who's gonna poop first?
I've chambered 6 farts. One of them is shit. We're gonna spin this cylinder around a little bit.
So, which is worse? If you get the fart, or if you get poop?
It depends.
Depends
Do you
on-
want to die from like
Like, how do you want to die?
gas fumes, or do you want to just watch me shit myself live?
We just asked him a question. He just like straight faced.
So on to our topic, Pokemon.
No, you see his face turn red, like,
Oh, I made Dookie. And on to the topic,
Anyways.
Pokemon.
Here's Joe
Yeah,
from
this-
Family Guy. Just duty.
My ramen pants are glowing.
they are. Alrighty, folks. So we're actually going to get to the topic we're going to talk about. And
Pokemon.
It's Pokemon episode 2.
yes, we're gonna be
Yoto.
talking about the Johto games, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and
And the anime.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah, do the anime too.
Little bit of the manga, even though I haven't listened to a lot or listened to it. Yeah, I can listen to the manga audiobook. I haven't read a lot of it either. I don't remember half of it.
What was that?
He's trying
Sound like you're trying to Shaggy from the last one.
he's
Scoob.
trying to force one. Leave him alone.
Don't make me break out the Mongolian again.
Oh gosh, hey, that's up to you if you want to ruin it. So, folks, I figure we'll just start with Gold and Silver and Crystal. Those are what started everything.
No, it's fucking red and blue started everything. Dipshit.
Well, for Gen 2, you jackknob.
yeah, but that's yeah.
I'm talking about
listen,
the start
Of
of
course,
Gen
it
2.
started Gen 2. It came free with your fucking new generation.
Though, to be fair, Pokemon had that plan for a while. Because it was like in the first 16 episodes of the original anime that they dropped Togepi.
That's true.
They've had that plan for a while.
Okay, anyway.
So, let's start with Gen 2. Metaguy, do you want to start this out?
Do you
Or
want to do pros and cons?
yeah, we'll just start
Just
with
in
that.
general, or just in Gold, Silver, Crystal?
I'd say, why don't we just clump them all together? Just pros of Gold, Silver, and Crystal, then the
I will
cons.
admit, a lot of mine are just region specific in general. I got no problems with the games
Try
themselves.
to keep your face up to the...
Yeah.
That would
Let me-
probably
Motherfucker.
Let me back up a little bit.
Yeah, you're kind of quiet on
There we go.
There.
Because I will admit, a lot of my pros and cons are just region based. I don't got problems with the gameplay, minus a couple things. It's all about the region.
To me, the region just seems kind of boring.
I will say, my pros, obviously, we got new Pokemon.
Well, no shit.
Who doesn't like new Pokemon?
It came free with your
Yeah.
fucking new generation.
And the aesthetics of Johto. I like the aesthetics of some of Johto.
Yeah.
Like Ekritique City, love it.
Yep.
Violet
I love
City,
the
love
history
it.
of Johto.
The history is better than most of the game. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of lore
I put
behind
that.
it.
Con, what was wrong with me? And the lore of the region, I enjoy that.
Oh yeah, the lore is
Like-
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just the story of the story of the burnt tower.
Isn't Gold and Silver when the unknown started?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
You got
And
that.
it's just a big mystery because when you first go into the ruins of Alph and solve the puzzle, go down, and then those unknowns start up, and you find them in the wild. It's that's really weird, but it's really cool.
And you still haven't figured out where they come from.
Yeah.
Even now.
True.
I just like catching unknown so I could spell out boobs on my Pokemon list.
Exactly.
That's your team, and then you have the exclamation point at the end. That's your 6th member.
Boobs.
They didn't have that in Gold, Silver, Crystal though.
You're right. That was
Fire Red Leaf Green. They started that.
they
Really?
introduced-
Yep.
Yeah, you got new Pokemon with that 2 extra forms of unknown.
Damn.
The question mark and the exclamation point.
And with the Pokemon in Johto, I enjoy the majority of the Pokemon in Johto.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah.
solid.
I love Wooper. I love Yenma.
Wooper is the man, dude.
Listen, you
I
can
love
have
Swinub.
you can only be Wooper and be that happy with no stinking arms. But can we also talk about he can learn Ice Punch?
Yeah.
Wait, Wooper can learn Ice Punch?
Yeah.
Shit.
I also love Mareep.
Mareep is
Shiny Mareep is amazing.
cotton candy.
They also give us like, just not in terms of like usage, because some of these Pokemon are actually hot garbage, but just the aesthetics of them. You got Houndoom. It's a devil dog. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Steelix, you gave Onyx, who's
Steelix is just
hot
bad.
garbage. Steelix is also hot garbage, but just look-wise, like, I'm sorry, in real life, I'm running from a Steelix.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
really.
yeah.
Heracross,
Heracross is actually pretty badass.
I
Scizor.
love
I love
Heracross.
Heracross.
Caesar.
Scizor, Ursaring. Like, yeah, Teddiursa, Ursaring, they're just bears.
Yeah,
But they're amazing. In terms of just design-wise, Meganium and Bayleaf, I like Chikorita, whatever.
Yeah,
Then you got
I went
Summer
Chikorita
Stars.
line when I first played.
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon just aesthetic-wise, amazing.
And the starters, that, like you were saying.
Introduced my
I
first,
love all 3 starters, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I started with Cyndaquil.
Yeah.
My only gripe, which they fixed at least with Typhlosion, they're all single type.
Yeah.
But they made them somewhat viable throughout the entire game. Except Meganium, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Because Meganium gets pancaked by the first 2 gyms.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I think the design of the routes and everything, it's intricate because there's like a bunch of hidden stuff that you can go and find.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about all the aesthetics of the region later, but for pros wise, I just like the layout. I don't know, I just like the layout of Johto for some reason.
Yeah, it's
pretty
pretty simple.
Yeah.
There's no real backtracking until you get to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Because you just went around, you go around a giant. Well, there's a little bit like when you go from Cianwood to Olivine back and forth
Yeah.
with the Lighthouse quest, but that's a given.
But then you
go
also
giant circle.
have, and technically this is the only time they've done it, they put a whole other region in the game. Which
yeah?
I know there's a lot of stuff taken out, but it's the fact that you can go to
And
an
it's like,
entirely
hey,
different region.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, guess what? You're going back to Kanto because all that's stopping is a mountain range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it still blows my mind that they still have not done that with any other generation.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's
they're,
like,
they're trying to make them bigger to where you didn't have to. Which
even if you don't have to, if the region's big enough,
Here,
Just
this
for
is
something
their
different?
first
Yeah.
time doing essentially a long-term storyline, but then they cut it off. Because this is 2 years after Team Rocket as well.
Yeah.
Team Rocket is banned. This is their first time doing long-term storyline.
true.
But then you cut it off right there, and then you get whole new stuff. Mm-hmm. But also with the same Pokemon. So, for an example, where did, like, Pikachu, how did Pikachu show up in Hoenn? If you think about it. Because, logically, all new stuff, I mean, all new Pokemon. Why is Doduo and Oddish and Pikachu in Hoenn now?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're going all new stuff, pull Black and White, they do all new Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, but that coming to mind, where's Hoenn in relation to Kanto and Johto?
Mm-hmm.
There's your real questions.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then they cut it off, and then you got, they kind of bring everybody back. Also heard that. They brought everybody back
Russian roulette.
for the villains in Rainbow Rocket.
Russian roulette.
That was not poo yet.
But then it's also like, okay, what'd you do now? But whatever. Who am I to tell Game Freak how to work?
Yeah. And obviously, the designs of the legendaries are top tier, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, the dogs
Oh,
are
yeah.
fantastic.
The dogs, cats, whatever the
This-
hell you want to call them.
What
Yeah.
the
Fucking legendary beasts, we'll
legendary
call
beast.
them.
The beast, yeah.
They
and
look awesome.
the rumored backstory, which I can viably see happening with the beasts. So the Burnt Tower story is there was 2 towers.
Mm-hmm.
One for Lugia, one for Ho-Oh. Lightning bolt struck the one tower. People say it was Lugia's tower. Whatever. Because Ho-Oh chills in the other one.
Yeah.
But there were 3 Pokemon in that tower who perished. Ho-Oh shows back up and reincarnates them as legendary beasts.
Mm-hmm.
Raikou is the lightning bolt that struck the tower. Entei is the fire that destroyed the tower, and Suicune is the rain that put it out.
Huh.
Oh.
But the logic and the theory is that they were originally Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon.
That makes sense, though.
And then you enhanced them into Raikou, Entei, Suicune.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically just the evolutions on meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But technically, they're cats because one's a saber-tooth tiger, one is arguably a lion mixed with a mastiff, and one is a snow leopard.
Yeah.
They're cats,
Yeah.
but also whatever. But this is also in the time where they didn't overload you with 30 legendaries. You had Entei, Raikou,
Yeah.
Suicune, you had Ho-Oh, Lugia, and Celebi. Then you're done. Nobody else.
Yeah.
And then they overload you with trio on top of trio on top of trio on top of Ultra Beast on top of whatever.
Yeah. Later on.
Like, I'm sorry. If
They
you
just
have-
kept it very simple for Johto. And what's insane, though, is that Johto was technically their last game. They didn't intend on having anything after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, this is it.
That's
And
why they
then
made it a
got
continuation of with putting Kanto in the after game. It was their version of a sequel, kind of like some of your other RPG storyline games.
But then once they realized, yeah, we probably should.
Hold on, we got a cash grab here.
Yeah, we should probably keep
Yeah,
going with
really.
this. And was still awesome. Like, I know they couldn't go for the Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance, but you can bring Pokemon from Red and Blue to your Gold and Silver game,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is awesome. But apparently,
Arguably making them better,
yeah,
like Sandslash.
but apparently, I saw a guy on YouTube who did a thing where you can actually transfer Pokemon from the Game Boy Color to the Advance, to Ruby and Sapphire.
Huh.
I saw the video and it's really complex and I don't know how to do it. Like, I would have to watch the video a few times to understand it.
Yeah.
But it's like a program that he wrote himself, but somehow it implements the extra scene for the transfer in the game without hacking the game. And it's like a professor that says, oh, you want to transfer from this to this.
Yeah.
And then it shows your Pokemon getting transferred. It's like, how'd you do that without hacking the game?
Is that my old friends are coming back in full color now?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really cool. But obviously, it was difficult to do that with old technology to new technology, but back then,
Yeah. But I found something out and I kind of just looked at the Pokedex. I understand the regions are hugging. I get it, whatever. You can catch just about every single Pokemon from Kanto in Johto without having to leave.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones you can't do is obviously the starters and the legendaries. Everybody else you can catch in Johto.
Dang.
But that my gripe. Can we get on cons next? I want to do my gripe. I'm about to do it right
Yeah, go
now.
ahead.
Is there any more pros you got, Suitcase?
Not anything off the top of my head.
Okay. Yeah, we can go to cons now.
Do not give me new Pokemon that I can't find until I hit the after game of Kanto.
Yeah.
You can't get Slugma or sometimes Murkrow or Houndour until you hit Kanto.
Slug my nuts.
Yeah. Can we also talk about his shiny? How'd they get away with that one?
Why? What's the shiny?
He's
yellow?
silver,
Oh.
leaning towards white.
The splooge Pokemon.
Yep. And then he turns purple when
Damn.
he evolves, which I kind of enjoy. Especially
kinda
when they
neat.
made him actually look like actual magma.
And since we're doing cons now, why is it that every time I play Gold, or Crystal for that matter, because I started playing both of them recently, that most of my team is Kanto Pokemon?
Because you can catch every single Kanto Pokemon in Johto.
Yeah.
There's 100 Pokemon in Johto.
But it's like, no, I'm in Johto. I should be using Johto Pokemon.
Yoto.
Why is it that in fucking Crystal version, Murip doesn't show up?
Wait, really?
He is not in that game. You have to trade him over.
That's kind of crazy.
Seriously?
What? Yes. I fucking found that out the hard way. It's like, why the fuck is Murib not showing up? That is bullshit. Why? Why Murib? He's like my favorite lecture type from that region. Why? You butthole sniffing toenail curlers.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
I told you.
So the only other ones you can viably get are Magnemite and Chinchou for an electric type if you don't want to get an Elekid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking
That's-
sucking.
Okay,
bastards.
listen. When you make your third Pokemon game, you're supposed to make it better, not worse.
Exactly. And look, I understand it's cool because of Suicune and everything, but there's still so much shit that is bad about that game.
Fun fact, the Pokemon that are unobtainable in Crystal, obviously the starters from Red and Blue. The two fossil Pokemon, so Kabuto, Ammonite, Vulpix, Mankey, the birds, Mewtwo, Mew, Mareep, Remoraid, Girafarig, and Celebi.
I didn't know about Girafarig. Why would they take them out though?
I have no idea.
Why?
Like they're like, here we're
People
gonna.
don't like these dumb fucking Pokemon. Let's pull them out.
Yeah, no, they're like, we're gonna force you. You have to trade at Gold and Silver. It's like, what about the
Yeah.
kids that didn't have anybody to trade with?
What
you
about kids who just
cocksuckers?
didn't have friends?
Exactly.
Or were a
Like,
single
I've
child?
I never completed
Living
any
in
of
the
my.
cupboard under the stairs.
I never completed it in my Pokédexes then because it's either I'm trading with myself, which is boring
Yep.
because I have 2 Game Boys, or you don't have friends to trade with, or you have to find someone.
Yep.
Like, I understand back then it's like, oh, it's your community, you got to get together and shit. But yeah, but not everybody has friends to play with.
Yep. I'm going to go
Okay.
back to Red and Blue real quick just because this reminded me of it. Unless you trade to get him yourself, in Red and Blue, you will never see a Golem in gameplay.
True.
No trainer in Red and Blue has a Golem.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
Allows you'd think, like, I don't know, Giovanni would have one, but they gave him right on.
Let's see. What other bad things about
I got a
Johto?
bad one. The level scaling in Johto, and where you can't grind to save your life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you're hitting Elite Four, where we're hitting level 50s, and you're at level, your starter just evolved kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And Heart Gold Soul Silver slightly rectified that. but,
We'll get to that those
yeah,
games
but
eventually.
it's like in Gold, Silver, Crystal, like I'm hitting Elite Four, and my Quilava just evolved. Like I'm on that Victory Road thing, about to go into the cave, and my Quilava just evolved.
I don't know if I'm playing the game wrong then, but like usually when I get to Victory Road, my starter's been evolved.
Probably surprised because I don't use it. Whatever.
I don't know. It's weird
But
because
it's like,
I remember getting to the Elite Four back in the day,
I got problems with Elite Four
and
too.
I think my Typhlosion was like 47, maybe.
I got problems
Damn.
with Elite Four. I got problems with gym leaders.
Oh yeah, gym leaders are absolute garbage in that game.
I did
sorry.
figure something out. So for every odd gym leader you fight number wise, they beat the even number gym leader right after him.
Really?
Flying is Falconer. That's number one. He beats Bugsy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whitney and Morty are kind of a stalemate because it's Normal and Ghost. So they both kind of beat each other. Fighting, which is Chuck, beats Jasmine, who's Steel.
Yeah.
Bryce is the ice one. He beats Claire, who's Dragon.
Huh.
Never thought of it that way.
And then it's the same thing with the Elite Four too. Will Psychic beats Koga and or Bruno, depending on which way they go. I don't remember how they go. I think it's Will, Koga, Bruno, Karen.
I don't fucking remember.
And then Bruno beats Karen.
Interesting.
And then Lance just puts his fist through everybody with his 3 Dragonite.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I got gripes on gym leaders too.
oh yeah, no,
I just
I
realized my
was going to
gripes.
go with the gym leaders. So Whitney, I remember back in the day.
Bro, that milk tank still scares me.
Here's the thing, though. I remember back in the day how difficult that was because I didn't really have a fighting Pokemon. But if you find a Heracross
Oh, Heracross.
and
Heracross
level
puts
them up, you're good.
That's what I do in Heart Gold Soul Silver. You just headbutt a tree, and as the town, you find a Heracross, you level them up to get brick break, you put your foot through that gym.
Yeah.
Because there ain't no fairy type in that one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Heard that too.
Exactly.
But
But besides Whitney, like all the rest of the gym leaders are pretty simple.
stupid.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, think of their aces and their teams.
Yeah.
Faulkner, Pidgey, and Pidgeotto. Where's Hoot Hoot?
Yeah.
Like, I get Sprout Tower had a whole bunch of Hoot Hoot, but, like, where is it?
I like Hoot Hoot.
Bugsy. 2 Cocoons and a Scyther?
Yeah.
Where's Yanma? Where's Heracross?
Mm-hmm.
Whitney, viable because she had Miltank. We all know the story of Miltank. Morty, where's Mischievous? His team is the Ghastly line.
Mm-hmm.
All of it. Chuck, Poliwrath, and Primeape?
Hell yeah.
Where's Hitmontop? Where's Heracross for him?
Yeah.
Where's Machoke?
Yeah.
Where's at least something?
I never understood that. You have this Johto game with his Johto Pokemon and these Johto gym leaders, but they have fucking Kanto Pokemon. What the fuck?
Or majority of it is Kanto Pokemon because Jasmine. Okay, you introduced a Steel type. That's cool. But you only introduced 2. 3 if you count. Well, no, she introduced more. Mm-hmm. So by that point, you could allow you to have given her a Magneton, a Scizor, a Fortress, and then Steelix. Done.
Yeah.
And Skarmory. Done. Because you don't fight any gym leaders in her gym.
Yep.
It's you go straight from Chuck, you do the lighthouse thing, and you go right to her.
The White House. Joe Biden.
Yeah. And then Price, it's Seal, Dugong, Piloswine. Where's Delibird? Where's Sneasel?
America can be described in one word.
That's
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden would have 6 nose pass,
Yeah.
so he could sniff.
And then Claire, you give your main.
He'd have a Vanillish too.
Yeah.
That's his own private use. It's not in his actual
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. Let that be. Let that be.
Come here, little vanilla. It's like half eaten.
Claire.
And
That is your main gym leader.
yep.
In the original game, she never had Gyarados. That was only in Crystal. She had 3 Dragonair and a Kingdra in Gold and Silver. You also introduced 1 Dragon-type Pokemon in Johto, and it's Kingdra?
Yeah.
But then you make Lance your champion? Mm-hmm. But you don't change his team? Like, you don't even give him the Kingdra? You just give it to Claire? But then the only real thing you can do against the Kingdra is Dragon Breath? What?
Mm-hmm. You know, another thing with her, then she whines that you beat her, and then I said, no, you're not worthy of getting the Dragon Scale, even though you beat me.
Yeah,
She
Dragon
whines
is
about
like,
it.
listen.
Cringe.
It's like,
But
really?
then the elders at the Dragon's Den, they have to go, hey, do we have to get your cousin in this? Because Lance is her cousin.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then the Elite Four. Okay.
So I did not beat the Elite Four because I just got to the point where I was frustrated. It's like, I'm done.
Here's my problem with the Elite Four. Champion included. Over half of them we fought already.
Yeah.
We fought Koga as your gym leader. Okay, cool. He upgraded. Cool. Wonderful for him.
Promotion.
We fought Bruno.
Did a couple of.
But we don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah. And then,
We
you're right.
don't talk about no.
And then Lance. So he loses to 2 kids in a row in Kanto. So just goes and puts his fist through Johto?
I would just,
I would just retire and just go chill with my Dragonite because I have 3 Dragonite.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want.
like nuke a small city.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's just... No, it does... I get it. You're trying to make continuation with your characters. But I just beat these guys, like, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight you again.
And then
They also barely load them up with new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because Koga had Ariados and Crobat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for some reason a Fortress.
And then can we talk about the fact that once you do that and go over to Kanto?
The leveling's still trash.
Yeah, leveling is trash. There's not much to do. I mean, yeah, you can go get the gym leaders and beat them, blah, blah, blah. Awesome.
Go beat the gym leaders, go do this, go through
about
Kanto,
it.
go fix the magnet train, go wake up Snorlax. Which is the only way you can get Snorlax.
Well,
It's
so-
just a really boring region.
And
Other than like the history and the lore.
yeah.
so Koga's daughter ended up replacing him as gym leader in Fuchsia City.
Funny.
Her ace is level 36.
Yikes.
I just beat Lance who had level 50 Dragonite. Why are you here?
Yeah.
Like, Brock was pushing it, Misty was pushing it, Lieutenant Surge hit 50. And then her.
I never understand.
And then, like, Blaine's in his high 50s.
Yeah.
The leveling is atrocious.
And then you get the one really good fight at the very end. You know, where you deal
Yeah.
with the entire
Yeah.
level 75 plus party.
Yeah, and then
Against...
Dun,
no, back...
dun,
no,
dun,
they fixed
dun,
it.
dun, dun, dun.
They actually weakened him in Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Did they weaken him?
Because in Gold and Silver and Crystal, Pikachu was 90.
Was it 90?
Yeah. In Heart Gold Soul Silver, he's 88, I believe. And then the starters were 80. They also changed his team up.
mm-hmm.
Because in Gold, Silver, Crystal, he had an Espeon. But in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, it was Pikachu, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Snorlax, and Lapras. So they replaced Espeon with Lapras.
And, well, since we're speaking of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, want to move on to them?
See, my gripes with them, it's...
Are we doing pros and cons, or are we doing...
let me go back to a con for Johto. The gym puzzles were boring.
Yeah.
Like, Bugsy is just, okay, whatever. I don't even remember Bugsy. I think it was a cut tree, like a giant, like, forest grove.
I don't even remember.
Faulkner was the same thing, just the money sign, 'cause his daddy's loaded, he's not. Whitney had the Clefairy maze, which that stayed the same. Chuck had a strength puzzle. I don't know why, because I don't care enough.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine had nothing.
You know what's funny? My strength puzzle glitched in Crystal.
Nice guy how to do that.
I don't know how, but somehow, like, I moved the stones, and I was able to walk over the stones.
Yikes.
And I was able to get through to him without moving the
I
rest
will
of the
say
stones.
this, the only one, if you were like a dumb kid back then, the only one that gave me problems was Morty. Because it wasn't it was an invisible path. It wasn't, you don't get to figure it out. So it was pretty much just trial and error.
Yeah.
In base game, Red had a team. The Pikachu was 81. Everything.
Oh,
was,
so they strengthened them up? Okay.
yeah, everything was
I-
70, 77, 73, 70. 73 Espeon, 75 Snorlax, 77 of the 3 starters.
And then
And then
Pikachu.
in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, it's an 88 Pikachu, 80 Lapras, 82 Snorlax, 84 starters.
Huh? So they did strengthen them up. Okay. For some reason, I thought they'd
And then apparently in Black and White, too, it's just 50s across the board.
God, I cannot wait till we get to Unova. I'm going to. I love that game. I'm going to tear that game apart.
Battle Tree. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh, I'm going to tear I will literally tear those later games apart now that I'm thinking about it.
Yep.
I love them. I love this, but I will tear them apart.
He's in fucking Pokemon Stadium 2 as well.
Yeah. You hit
Damn.
you hit the
That's a team.
you hit the gym leader and leaf work. Yeah, they didn't limit them because like Koga and Pokemon Stadium original pulled up with a Charizard.
He's got
I'm like, bro,
Red in Stadium 2 has level 50 to 100 starters from Johto, a level 50 to 100 Jolteon, Caesar, and Tauros. And then
then Tauros was busted.
and then
still.
his second kit is the 3 legendaries from Johto: Dragonite, Snorlax, and Espeon.
Holy shit.
That is a fucking
Alright.
team.
That's stacked.
I mean,
and the
that's
spin-off
that's one
games.
way to make him the guy.
So,
Pokemon Master Sex. Haha.
do we want to...
Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Okay,
I never played either.
Really?
Yep, never played the remakes.
I'm surprised you didn't.
bro. Every Pokemon you put in the lead follows you now. It's kind of great.
That's kind of cool. I mean,
Every
I've
single
played-
one, and if they're shiny, they will show up as shiny little minis.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So,
So shiny Whooper, you got a pink Whooper following you.
Heart Gold, I'm actually using a Johto team.
Hell
Like
yeah.
Wooper and
Hooper.
Murip. And I think I got Yenma.
Yammer nuts. Yammers.
You gotta hit ancient power for that, buddy. Actually, I think back then that was a move tutor move, so you gotta find a heart scale.
Yeah.
Same with the MayesBoy. So Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But this is when they brought in evolutions that were needed, like Yanma's, like Murkrow, like Piloswine. So you could viably get them. Problem was, I think the only one you could actually viably get, bro, I don't even remember, because in rematches they gave him Price Mamoswine. The original is still the base Piloswine. But also, they didn't change any of the teams at all from Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Damn.
They stayed the same.
Yeah.
Kind of cringe.
Except they replaced one of Claire's Dragonair with a Gyarados.
Fair enough.
Everything else was the same,
Yeah.
which is kind of dumb. Because like, if you have like different Pokemon and all that, but then they changed them in the rematches. So like, I think Bruno pulls up with Lucario. I think. In the rematch. But they did fix some of the gym puzzles. So Bugsy, now you're chilling there on Spinarak cards going around webbing, trying to figure out the puzzle. I like that one. Whitney's still the maze, whatever. Morty's gym is a little bit easier, but also a little bit harder. It feels longer than it should, but I enjoy it. Chuck, you gotta stop a waterfall from pounding on his head.
Hell yeah.
Jasmine, still nothing. Like, they'll stop people like, oh, thanks for helping the Pokemon in the lighthouse. Jasmine's waiting to fight you. Okay, leave me alone. Let me go punch her in the face. Price had the ice puzzle, which I think he had that in...
I hate ice puzzles.
Whoever decided to make ice puzzles should probably be drop kicked to the face.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they put it in there to get you fixed for Ice Path, and Ice Path is still garbage.
Ugh.
But then you get out of there and you go to Dragons or Blackthorn City. So Claire's is... Back then, it was kind of like an ice puzzle over lava to get your... Or lava puzzle, strength. Where you kind of just... you push his boulders over to get you around a bridge.
Yeah.
But now in Heart Gold Soul Silver... Oh, he ranked it. And now he ranked it, and now he's leaned back over to sit in it.
Fucking dying.
Suitcase gassed himself.
SpongeBob me, boy. I'm fucking dying.
That's what you get.
Next time I'm going to fart right on your cheek. Come over and blow you a little kiss.
Pucker up them nose there, boy.
Pucker up. Just do like a tiny little whap.
His instant pink eye.
Yeah.
Enjoy your pink eye
The
for
Elite
free.
Four, the Elite Four still garbage.
Yeah.
You all know
Kanto's
what
still
time it
garbage.
is.
Yeah, I got that. That's it. It's the same game. Like
Didn't they have the actual Safari Zone in that game, though?
yeah, they got the Safari Zone side quest stuff. It was still dumb.
And I did like the Poke Walker, too. I remember when I was playing Heart Gold, I was doing the...
You used that Poke Walker, it was your life.
Oh, dude, I was doing that fucking at work. When I was working in the dietary department, I was cleaning.
Hell yeah.
I was cleaning like the tray carts out.
Yeah.
I had the Poke Walker in my pocket. I was looking to see what my Pokemon was at.
Damn.
I did that shit all the time, dude. I mean, that shit was fucking cool. You can have your Pokemon with you, and you can raise it and gain levels as you're walking around with it.
Yeah.
It's a cool fucking concept. And you know what's fucking insane?
What?
The fucking Poke Walker they have for those games is the most accurate step counter ever created, apparently.
Yeah, I could see it.
Because apparently, like, somebody went up against, like, actual real step counters that you would wear on your wrist and shit and put in your pocket.
Yeah.
The Poke Walker was the most accurate.
That's incredible.
It's kind of wild.
That is insane. Like, so much detail and just a preferable use for one fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
And if we're going into the fucking cons, why didn't they have it to where you can use that in another game?
Yeah.
Pokemon always seems to do that. They have this
Like-
awesome
like-
new thing with the new game,
Like-
and you
like-
use it for one game.
Like Let's Go. where you
Mega
don't have to use-
Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Let's Go, where you don't have to use Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can think of that's viable for that, honestly.
Blue.
Well, and with Let's Go, I know we're the topic of Johto, but with Let's Go, they had the
Listen,
ball
Johto-
that you can have when you bought a brand new Muse in it.
You could like, here's
Yeah.
the
And
ball.
you can train your Pokemon in that. And Sword and Shield really wasn't relevant. You can still get like candies and shit, but it wasn't really.
Yeah.
I'm
You
being
couldn't
honest,
level up your Pokemon.
there's nothing left for Johto. We tore that game apart. It's aesthetically, it's fun. Gameplay wise, level up wise, all that, it's still trash.
Yeah,
Even Heart Gold, Soul Silver. When ROM hacks do your job better than you.
Yeah, really.
Because Sacred
You're
Gold,
right.
Storm Silver, but no, that's probably where I got the level 90 Pikachu from.
Yeah.
Was the ROM hacks. Bro, this dude. So there's Sacred Gold, Storm Silver. You know the story about the Miltank, right? Of how the Miltank is just levels everybody.
Yeah.
And it's around like level 19, whatever. Viable threat. Sacred Gold and Storm Silver is level 26.
Oh, shit.
gross.
And he has Whitney running a track team. Every single Pokemon's female. Every single Pokemon has a track. And the Wigglytuff also has Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Psychic.
Oh, my God.
And Q-Charm.
no,
And like the Fable has Ice Beam and all this other nonsense.
Jesus.
And Stantler has Jump Kick. Like, they all have a
what the
track.
hell is wrong with this person?
But
Sadist.
so what they did with the ROM hacks, every important trainer, gym leaders included, have 6 Pokemon.
Oh, my God.
In the original draft, Swablu for so this would stop you from using Geodude. Swablu in Falconer's gym because that was one of those Pokemon had Solar Beam with power up. So it's a one. It's like one.
fuck.
It's a 1 turn instead of 2 turn charge.
Pretty fucked.
So you get pasted, and they're jumped up like that. Pidgeotto went from like level 12 to level 16. And in Bugsy's gym, he's got Butterfree opener with Rain Dance. He's got Yanma, Heracross. They gave him Scyther still. Vespiquen, I think. Some of them, he just jacked them up. And then, like, Morty has a Gengar that already has, like, Shadow Ball and Giga Drain. So you're getting just pancaked. Chuck pulls up a Lucario with Blaze Kick and also has him only with Blaze Kick. He's got all 3 Hitmons. Lucario, Poliwrath, and Primeape.
Dear Lord.
Gross.
They put Jasmine. Her Steelix is now level 42.
Good Lord.
Uh,
Oh, good heavens.
Price has Price has a Hail team opening up with a Abomasnow. They also give him Lapras and Dugong
I'm gone.
and Mamoswine at level
Damn.
45,
Block.
I think.
Damn.
And then
son, where'd you find
Claire,
this?
mind you, this is where in this one they gave you access to every single Pokemon up to this point. So it's Gens 1 through 4 by the time Heart Gold Soul Silver comes out. She has Kingdra as her ace still. Dragonite, I believe. Salamence?
Damn.
Charizard just for aesthetic. Yeah, there's some fun stuff. She's already hitting level 50, 52, just so she can have Dragonite. And then the Elite Four is worse.
Damn.
They've all got 6 Pokemon. They're supposed typings. I think Lance hit 60. Maybe stronger.
Shit.
It's not fun. It is fun, but it's not fun.
Jeez.
But then you get gifted every single starter. Kinda. So there's different clowns you can answer a quiz for in every town up to that point. And you can pick one if you want, and the other ones you get to find later on. And then you can get every single fossil.
Nice.
Except Aerodactyl.
It's sad that the people who hack these games make a better game than.
As I said, I cannot wait till we get to Unova. I will tear that game apart. I'll tear Diamond and Pearl apart, too. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, shit.
That was a pretty short one.
There's not much in Johto. Let's be real.
How much? Jesus Christ. It sounded like the MGM line there. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, also
Like they
in
snipped the nuts off the MGM line and
in Heart Gold Soul Silver, you know the Komodo girls you fight where you get to pick one? No, you fight them all 6 right in a row.
Hell yeah.
You don't move.
Oh.
They come at you and they have viable moveset. Like that Umbreon runs Toxic.
Hell
Damn.
yeah.
And Dark Pulse to flinch you.
Shit.
Wow.
How much time have we spent?
41-51.
There's not a lot in Johto.
Do we want to just have conversation now at this point? Like, do we want to just go into like?
Well, was at the we're talk about the anime too.
Yeah, we do gotta talk about anime. I remember that was a big deal because we've been in Kanto for 4 or 5 years, and now you got the new stuff coming. Everyone wants to see the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Opener was great, but this is also in the point where they gave Ash
Everybody wants to be your master. Everybody wants to show this kid.
Everybody wants to get there faster. By the way, the top of the
I'm
hill.
just humping the air.
Yes. And you just don't care.
But also before that, we've got we should have done this at the beginning, but we're not. The original voice that we grew up on of Misty and Jessie from Team Rocket passed on from cancer.
About a week or two ago now.
It's been it's been a little bit, and hurts a little bit because again, that's the voice you
that
grew
was
up
what
on.
we all grew up with, yeah.
And she also voiced one character in an anime called Dinosaur King, which also had the voice of Ash as the main character.
I've heard about that.
Oh.
And
it's like Pokemon, but with dinosaurs.
yeah, like it's
Am I actually right?
yeah, like it's little. So at the start, they're like little chibi versions of dinosaurs, but they have elements to them. So you'll have like wind, you'll have electricity, you'll have fire, all that. But then you put a card in, and I don't know how they do it fully.
Yeah, slide it in his ass.
But then it just turns them into their actual dinosaur forms, but they're like CGI real life rendered in an anime at that point.
Sounds awful.
And then you fight, but then a lot of the fight is just kind of like DBZ where the dinosaurs just kind of stand there and the humans do stuff. But
here, T-Rex, shove this card on your
and
anus.
they all have names, so they named the T-Rex who's an antagonist, they named him Terry.
Come on out, Terry. Hi, I'm Terry.
But
Hi.
the running joke is the antagonist villain who's voiced by Jessie. Anybody calls her old. No matter if she's on their hideaway island or what, she comes up. Somebody called me old. Stop calling me old. It's like, bro, calm down.
Hag. We're hag maxing up in this bitch.
But the anime, yeah,
Red.
anime. What do I want to say about the anime? It was fun.
It was cool.
Fun.
It's very funny that Ash never won a fucking league until like the very end of the season, the very end of the whole series.
No, I will say this. They gave us the fight that we've been wanting since Kanto. Ash versus Gary.
You're right.
Full 6-on-6.
What, in Johto?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
because it ended with Charizard versus Blastoise.
And Ash lost, didn't he?
No, Ash won.
Oh, Ash won that one?
Ash beat him. But then they introduced a guy. This is how you knew they're doing
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a
I
guy
remember.
who... His next round fight was against this guy who had like a Hoenn Pokemon. So his ace was a Blaziken.
Oh.
But this guy lost because their end fight was Blaziken versus Charizard. Blaziken got hurt so bad he could not fight in the next round match. So that's how this guy lost. I don't remember who won that full tournament.
Wasn't Ash.
Ash didn't win. The guy, his name was Harrison, didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy gave us that fight. But also, my gripe with that fight, Gary has a Golem. Ash brings out Charizard. And if you know game mechanics, you know Dragon Rage only does 40 HP.
Yeah.
One Dragon Rage KO'd that Golem.
Weak ass Golem.
You cannot tell, unless that Golem's level 1, you
I
cannot
was
tell
going to
me
say,
that
unless
Golem
Gary
has
rocked
40
up with his-
HP.
Go, level 10 Golem that I somehow found. Golem.
But the best part was Ash tried to Dragon Rage Blastoise, and Blastoise just went through his head and then popped back out like, you want to try it again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big stretch.
But
I'm comfy.
they got that. What do you want to say about Ash? Oh, they gave us our first shiny Pokemon.
Gyarados,
They introduced
yeah.
shiny. No, it was Ash's
who?
Noctowl first.
It was what?
Oh, yeah.
Ash's Noctowl first. But Lake of Rage, you got the Gyarados. But that Gyarados went to Lance, actually.
I don't remember
the anime.
Noctowl.
You don't remember Ash's Noctowl?
Ash's Noctowl was a shiny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was smaller than normal. It was shiny.
Huh.
The yellow and red, yeah.
Interesting.
But then it doesn't get its viable stuff until Sinnoh. Because then he actually had it learn like Extra Sensory, Sky Attack, and Air Slash.
Yeah.
Otherwise, though it did win him his 4th gym badge against Morty because of Foresight, which makes still normal type moves hit ghost types. He pretty much foresighted the entire field and just tackled the Gengar.
Hell yeah.
It's amazingly funny.
Suck on that, nerd.
But also, here's my slight gripe. This also happened in the Hoenn anime.
Yeah.
They had Ash have more problems with Ghastly and Haunter from Morty than they had him have problems with Gengar. Like, I'm sorry, if I'm going to have issues, it's going to be with Gengar.
Yeah.
You're right.
They did the same thing with Flannery and Hoenn. So they gave her a Slugma. She had 2 Slugma and Torkoal. One of the Slugma evolved.
Slug my nuts.
So it was Macargo, Torkoal, Slugma. Torkoal, done deal. Macargo, done deal. He had more issues with Slugma than anything else. I'm like, bro, can we not and just like punch this thing in the mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Well, and Johto finally. When did Ash met Ho-Oh at one point, didn't he?
That was the beginning end of
That was like
episode
the
1.
first episode.
Well, I mean, like actually,
No.
legitimately met him.
No,
Really?
never.
Never.
Weird.
I know he met Lugia.
He met Lugia in the movie.
Yeah, I know that
Technically, he's met 3 Lugia.
because he
No.
met Lugia and
4.
a baby Lugia in the show,
Yeah, he met 4 Lugia.
but he's never officially met.
Never,
Ho-Oh,
he's
huh?
never officially met Ho-Oh.
Huh?
He's seen a Ho-Oh.
He
Yeah.
saw the Ho-Oh. And then he saw it again at the end of the actual anime itself.
Yeah.
But that was it. They've never put Ho-Oh in the actual thing.
Weird.
Oh, no, actually, no. I think it happened once because there's a scene where Ash brings Pikachu in and Nurse Joy's like, oh, look at that. You got beat up a little bit. Like, what were you fighting this time? Ho-Oh. Wait, what?
Oh.
No, I'll take it back. They also... no, that was a Moltres.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he says that.
Yeah, I remember that now, but I don't remember fighting a Ho-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, Ash has met 4 Lugia. The one in Pokemon 2000 movie.
Right.
The baby and the mom in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fought a raid battle against a Lugia in the later anime. So he's
Really?
met/fought 4 Lugia.
Weird.
Also, that Slowking in the movie was hilarious. He's just chilling out there. I could use pants.
An alternate continuity of the 20th Pokemon movie, Ash gets a chance to challenge Ho-Oh after receiving an invitation from the legendary Pokemon.
Screw that movie. I've seen that movie. Screw that movie. Screw the Zerude Jungle movie, too. It's in the same
Yeah, he
continuity.
actually technically meets it.
Yeah, they pretty much like rewrote the anime.
Yeah.
It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's
Because then, like, well, his traveling companion automatically has an Oshawott, so nothing makes sense now.
Weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I hate that anime. I've seen it. I tried. It's one of those things like they're just like watching something happen. Like I think they're watching, like, wondering if, because it centralizes around Entei, Raikou, Suicune. So they're all like in the bushes, just watching and wondering, like, when's Entei going to show up or when's Raikou going to show up? No, the stupid thing jumps up from behind him. Suddenly he's there. I'm like, what?
Random.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I remember.
Who was it this time? It was Ho.
It was Ho-Oh.
And she's like, oh, that's nice. Wait a fucking
Wait,
second.
wait, what?
She's like, Pikachu's just like bruised and dirtied up, and she's like petting it, and he says happy.
Yeah, I'm good. Just a legendary bird.
Ho-Oh is basically a minor deity, so Nurse Joy pretty much just heard this 10-year-old say, I threw a rat at a god.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They also brought in Ash's Larvitar, which is the one that he just carried around forever, which is like 150 pounds. He just has it on his head.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know that too.
Hippopotamus, dude, that's like a 113-pound hippo. It's chilling on his head.
I can't think of I really can't think of anything else for Johto, to be honest with you.
There's not like we can tear apart the other regions, but that's the other reason. It's another time.
Yeah.
But Johto, there's not a lot to it. Like they tried, and yes, it's fun for like nostalgia. But I'm just gonna sum it up like this: Johto kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like the anime is what it was. Okay, cool. But there's not a lot you can write home about with the anime. They branched out more with the characters after.
Yeah.
It was pretty much the same thing, just in Johto. And then Hoenn anime is phenomenal. So no, sure, but like everything got bigger and better after Johto.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that.
Well, do we want to go with what Suitcase said and just talk?
Yeah, kill time a little bit because I don't want to.
Yeah,
upload.
I don't want to burn. I don't want to burn a podcast for only like an hour.
I want to upload like a 45-minute podcast.
So
That was
how was your guys' week? I got a
Uh,
really funny story about work.
Oh, boy.
So last Saturday, I tweaked my back when I was at work for 4 hours. So I've been
That's fun.
I've been working on a hurt back all week.
Oh, great.
So I walk in Monday, and I'm expecting, breakdown. It's probably going to be shit. So I don't know how often you guys have unloaded like trucks, like semi trailers.
Nope.
So there's two types of doors for most semis. There's roll-up doors, and then there's flap doors. So roll-up doors are basically like you can park right up to the dock, and I can open the door up. Like it'll just roll up into the truck, and you can get into the truck. Then there's flap doors that basically open up like any other normal door. So I come in, and it's just me and one other guy on breakdown. 2,200 piece truck for just two people for the first half hour.
That's fun.
Because someone called off. So it's two people. We got to wait half an hour for a third. We walk in. I go to open up the dock door to get into the truck. And it's a flap door trailer. Parked up right against the dock. And the driver forgot to open the doors before he parked up. So it was shut. It was shut. And we physically couldn't get into our truck to do breakdown.
Oh.
So did the driver like walk off at that
So
point?
the driver left it, must be, and just drove away. Just parked it, didn't think he had to open it, and left.
Parked it, unhooked the actual semi from it, and just left it.
Hooked another trailer and left
Wow.
with an empty.
What a
So
dolt.
I look over at the other coworker with me. I say, "Hey, shit's fucked." And he looked over and he goes, "Oh, yeah, that's a problem." And he comes over and we're like tugging at the door, won't even open more than like this much.
Oh, shit.
And so I call the STL and I'm like, "Hey, we have a major issue here on breakdown." And she's like, "What's up?" I said, "We physically can't get into the truck." She's like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah, they left the doors closed and parked it up against the dock. We can't get into the truck. It's a swing door." She came back. She's like, "Fuck." So she calls our supply chain, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll do some investigating."
Bro, call the dude and have him get over here with the stinking truck.
Now listen to this. They're like, "You're gonna have to wait for your fresh frozen." So we're thinking, okay, that'll be fine. Fresh frozen will be here at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. We check ETAs. Fresh frozen's ETA is 12:30.
Yikes.
So just past midnight. And so they called them again and basically said, like, "Hey, we need you to hurry up and get someone here." So they ended up forcing somebody to come in. We didn't get into our truck until 10:30.
Yikes.
And I was leaving at 3:30.
Yikes.
So I never touched a single piece alive that night because by the time that we got done breaking down the massive truck, I had to turn around and do the fresh section and do bakery, and then I just left. I left my entire live workload out on the floor.
Well, shit.
It was, it sucked, but at the same time, I was just like, hee 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 hee. So,
Damn.
So the beginning of our week, Maze and I went to Waldemar.
oh yeah, how did that go?
We were going to do some.
Maximum mouthage stuff there.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm right.
Like, going to Waldemere at my age made me realize there's just not many rides I want to go on. At my
Apparently, according to whatever Waldemere is, it's like one of the best water parks in America. According to who? I ain't saying it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. But up there with like the water parks in Disney and like Darien Lake and all that, absolutely not.
I like going to like some of the indoor water parks nowadays. Some of those are
like
pretty
absolutely
nice.
not.
Like
if you ever go to Darien Lake, you know the log ride I told you I wanted to go on at Waldemere.
Mm-hmm.
Picture that 10 times bigger.
oh yeah.
The one at Darien Lake I remember going
Huge.
to goes up, goes in a half circle,
Yep.
and it just drops. And it is so bad to the point. Now, I was a very young kid when we did this.
You do wee lad.
My ass was off the seat. Like I had a seatbelt on or some kind of restraining device, and my ass is off the seat going down, and it's like a tidal wave of water splashing onto the bridge in front of you.
Yikes.
And it was so bad. I had that feeling all night when I was sleeping and I couldn't sleep.
Oh.
Good.
Like I had that feeling of me lifting off the seat.
Oh.
Like it was an awesome ride because it was a really warm day that day,
Yeah.
and getting splashed with water. Oh, it felt awesome. But when I was sleeping, I was just tossing and turning and shit because it just couldn't do it.
I figured out why I haven't done roller coasters in the past 25 years. One, I can't for half of them.
And I feel bad because I thought that was a roller coaster you'd be able to withstand.
I was fine, but like, how often do I ever like?
Did he throw up?
No,
No.
I got off of it. Mind you, it was a steel dragon. All right.
Yeah.
So I got off it. I had to go sit down. Everything was spinning.
Oh no.
Like I still had like that feeling of like everything's moving and spinning, and I know I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, the feeling
I
that I
told Maze,
had,
I'm like, bro, dude, like, give me a minute. I'm gonna go to that bench.
know what?
Let me sit down for a minute.
That just tells us one thing: we're getting fucking old.
Yeah. No, that first turn on Steel Dragon, my breath was gone.
well,
by the time I got that back, we're hitting the second turn.
yeah. Well, the Darien Lake thing, I was a kid,
Yeah.
so but I wanted to get on the Steel Dragon.
This is why I was
Oh
laughing.
no. Fat.
Yeah.
No, Steel Dragon's things are so tiny. I barely got the last click in on the bar.
Oh my god.
Like that is this chair is bigger than.
You know what
the
pisses
seat.
me off though? A guy that was probably just as big as I am went on right after me.
Yeah. No.
It's like, what the fuck
like,
was that?
So my manager brought up a good point. How did they let you get that far in line?
Yeah.
If they
really.
knew good and well you weren't gonna fit.
Well, exactly.
Like if you know your ride well enough, I would have stopped
Like
you right
you
then
can
and
see
there.
me from a fucking foot away. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, that
I
guy's
would've
not gonna be able
stopped
to get on here.
Like I ain't saying it's like a gripe to, but how did they let you get that far?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he barely got sat in, and he couldn't even get the first click.
My god.
I was like,
But like I said, that fucking other guy went on right after me. He's like, what the fuck?
yeah, it's like. I
feel you,
mean,
big
I
guy
bet. I guess he
problems.
could have sucked it in. I had to suck it in to get that last click in, and it barely hit. Those seats are snug. Kind of dumb.
Hey, here's something for all park owners: make fat-friendly rides. Assholes.
They do. It's called the teacups and the bumper cars.
Yeah.
Maybe the tilt the war after you
Give
eat
me
your funnel
a
cake.
high velocity bumper cars. I would love to just run down a small child inside of a wall.
Give me you little son.
Just crunch. Then you see a child. Ah! Thump, 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 thump.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
Mommy, he ran me over.
And then one of the main rides we went on was that like sky ride where you could sit.
Yeah, I saw the clip of you
You
guys
saw
doing
that?
that.
Bro, like anytime you like hit like the separator, just like keep the thing going. It felt like that thing was gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
It
You know,
just
it
kept
just
shaking
creaks
and
and
jamming.
Should have done a miniature maximum mouthage podcast on it.
And I'm like, bro, like can we not?
No. So the bar, clips down to where it protects you, right?
I was comfortable. I was fine.
Protect.
Yeah, you were comfortable for some
I was
reason.
fine.
Like it was like I had more pressure on my left knee, And then when I got off the ride, I couldn't feel my leg because the bar itself was pressing down
It's
on
one
my
of those
knee.
you also have to keep moving, so thank God your leg wasn't asleep.
Yeah.
Because that ride doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Those chairs are just going around that big loop. We were going to do, like, the games and stuff, but we're like, whatever.
I didn't care enough.
Yeah.
And we did a little bit of the water park. The wave pool kind of kicks your ass.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that wave pool there is.
Wave pool, I
That
was
wave
trying
pool-
to like force my way like to stand up and not let it take me down, but then it just gives you a mouthful of water.
You were getting hit. Like, I found, like, I'll stand there, and it moves me back, like, 3 feet.
And me, I'm just
I can see him flying.
and,
like,
and
yeah.
me, I'm just like taking it like with my shoulder and just like splash.
I'm like, "Meh." And then I'm just, like, sitting there, like, taking it sideways. I'm just, like, feet planted, spread. I'm just like, "Meh."
He jumps ever so slightly. Wee.
Oh, I did. I did. I'm like, nope, not jumping again.
Yeah. So we did that for a little bit. Then we were in the hot tub.
That hot tub was nice.
That wasn't, yeah, so it was a nice hot tub. It's
yeah.
awkward because there's a lot of people in there.
Yeah, people, they're always being weird. They're all just like, all you see is like head and maybe shoulders because they're all just like full body in the heat.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then kids don't know how to keep their heads above water and no
Yeah.
splashing. I'm like, I get it.
They're gonna boil in there.
Yeah.
Then
You know what I
those are
remember?
kinda
I don't
weird.
know if it was Waldemere or Darien Lake, but I remember back in the day there used to be a Batman show. I think it was Darien Lake.
Must have been
That sounds
because
like they're like, I don't remember any of that happened at Waldemar.
Yeah, I just remember a really cool Batman show back in the day. Man, I miss being a kid.
Get like, you know, you're getting old with
yeah,
this,
like if I had kids going to Waldemere, oh hell yeah, we're going on every single ride.
Yeah.
You know, even if I can't fit on them, I want them to go.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
on your own. Like, I'm glad Mr. with Beard brought his kids with because I think they needed that.
Yeah.
Not saying they're the bad kid, whatever, but that was just more fun for him, just for them. But, like, you know, you're getting old when just... Listen, I went because it was pretty much a full work-paid Waldemar trip. So, like, yeah,
Mandatory
I'm
fun
going.
day.
So, like, yeah, I'm going. Whatever.
Yeah. And I went just, it's like, you know what? What the hell? Just something to do.
It's funny because he and I never do anything outside of work with the work people, minus the one you met that we're going to Syracuse with.
Yeah.
We were the first ones at the park.
We sat there for what?
And then-
half an hour?
Yeah, and then 10 minutes later when the tech guy showed up. And then we found out the one girl who pretty much did the whole thing, she does payroll. She'd gone to Sam's Club for a quick in and out. Sam's Club's like Walmart. You do not do quick in and out at Sam's Club.
No.
And then find out the owner, everybody's calling him. He's like, yeah, I'm not even close. It's like, bro, it is 11:30. Waldemere Water Park opened at 11. It's like, where are you?
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb because then she went to get the bracelets and the tickets at the same time just to swap it out. You can't do that. It's got to be the person who holds the ticket who gets their bracelet.
Yep.
So, like, she had to hand out the tickets. So I got the two, one for me, one for Mays. And it's like, whoever's in your party, boom, here's your tickets, here's your thing. Done deal.
Huh.
But she had to go all the way into the park, into the business office, and then come back out to the pavilions they've got there now to hand out the tickets so they can go to the entrance to get the water park.
That's funny.
I'm like, bro, that's kind of dumb. Mm-hmm. But it was, and then I had to come back home and move stuff
That sounds fun.
because I forgot they were doing what they were doing. So, and then I had to go back to work the next morning on Monday.
Yippee.
That's fine.
My manager goes, I was expecting you to call out. I'm like, I thought about it because I was exhausted. Everybody was just, we were
I was
beat.
dead.
We were tired, but it was almost like it was in a good way because you know why everybody's beat and miserable right now.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that the manager, she wanted to go on Steel Dragon?
Yeah, he told me that.
Yeah. But her daughter had to talk her out of it. She
Yeah.
only wanted to go because her brother was on it.
No, dude. So my parents offered to drive us up there because they're going to be up there with some of my family.
God bless them. I love your parents.
And so they picked us up and we were driving back home. I was dead tired, dude.
I
I can imagine.
zoned out. Somehow, I remember I did fall asleep. I will admit that.
Oh, yeah, because I looked over and you're...
I'm gone. But then somehow, anytime we hit like a road sign and be like, hey, da-da-da is such and such miles away, I know about it subconsciously and open my eyes and look at it and be like, okay, game over.
Yeah.
And then I looked over, you're like between sleep and awake, you're like here, like you're like in that line.
Yeah.
But it was one day, but
that was
everybody
fun. But there's nothing really special happened in my week. But Tuesday, I had to go to camp.
Okay.
So
I thought you were about to say Canada, and I don't know why.
no.
I was gonna be like Canada, damn.
So
You didn't invite me to go.
I didn't realize that my guy that I take care of on Tuesdays was already at camp. I drove down to his house, realized, nobody's here.
Well,
Oops. So I had to drive down to camp, which was like probably half an hour drive almost, maybe.
Okay.
And honestly, it was one of the easiest days I've had.
Oh yeah.
I go there, I just kind of went with where my guy was. You're not really assigned to one person.
Yeah.
You kind of just watch the whole group as an employee. So we did cornhole. We did like a little nature walk to find like certain things in nature, like cobwebs and leaves and stuff. Huh. And then we did like basketball and bocce ball. And then we had a catered lunch. And like there was like ham wraps and turkey wraps. And like it was that big. Like stuffed with ham. And you get like chips, an orange, and you get a cookie that's that freaking big.
Dang.
bro,
And it's all catered and everything. That was a good lunch. Like I ate that whole cookie and I downed my little thing of milk, and I was in like a chocolate coma.
It was like being back at school, dude.
Yeah, it really was too. And our campsite or our cabin, whatever, were the ones that had to sweep and mop for the lunch area.
Yeah.
I guess they take turns doing that. And honestly, for some of the people that were in there, I actually did a really good job. Huh. And then the last half an hour of my shift, I sat at their cabin and just chilled and did nothing.
there you go.
And that's my work shift. It's like, I like going to camp. I want to go to camp again now.
Oh yeah. So go ahead.
Really quick. So if your guy goes there more than one day a week, you actually have the option to sleep there if you want.
Oh, okay.
Which I wouldn't do that because me sleeping somewhere different equals me not sleeping well.
Yeah.
But sorry. Anyways, what were you going to say?
So a little bit of good news this week. I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but I might be getting a new job.
Dope.
So I might be getting an IT position with a tech company. I put in my resume a few days ago to one of their systems admins because they're doing referrals first. And so, I guess it was a friend of my mother's or something. So I put in my resume, and here's hoping. It looks like this is the best part. So it'll be Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., completely remote. I could sit at home in my fucking underwear and work. And I can make just about as much money.
Are you doing customer service on the phone?
It'll be like tickets. Like ticket filling. Like you'll go on to a website or something and like fix tickets and do whatever with systems and stuff like that. But
interesting.
it's a company that's willing to even take people with technical backgrounds that don't have professional experience because they want to take employees and raise them up rather than just fill positions.
Right.
So I haven't heard anything back yet, but I might have a completely remote job soon, which means I'll have a better schedule. I'll be on days.
Probably better sleep schedule.
Probably a better sleep schedule. And I'll have Saturdays and Sundays off.
Nice.
So, and if they hire, if I get a job offer, I'm gonna have to tell them, hey, I need these days in October off. But
Well, that if you're getting hired or something like that, you have to tell them up front, hey, I already had these vacation days planned before this job, so take it or leave it.
It's already paid for, no refund.
I had to do that when I got hired
it.
at Walmart. We were doing a cruise, and right during the interview, I told them, hey, I need these days off because I have a cruise that's already paid for. So
Yeah, most companies are very good about that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Just tell them up front.
Yeah.
So
That's cool, though. I hope you get it.
but that's what I'm hoping too.
See, my only problem with remote jobs is being at my house all day. Because
I don't
I'm
have
used.
an issue with that.
I mean,
I mean, I wouldn't
really
have
have
an
a
issue
problem
with it like the first week, but after like a couple of months.
Yeah, but the thing is, to me, like, I would rather work in the comfort of my home, and then like when I'm done for the day, I could just go out.
yeah.
True. That's true.
Like, 'cause,
Like,
I could
you-
finish a work shift and be like, "Yo, MayesBoy, you free?" Yeah, all right, coming over, fuckface.
that's true. Very true.
Especially since the schedule is going to be so different than what I'm used to. I'm not going to be like middle of the fucking bumfuck night anymore.
Yeah.
You're right.
He'll be comatose.
8 to 5 is a pretty solid timing.
Yeah.
And considering if most of that is actually full on work, that's like 9-hour days, 5 days a week. That's 45 fucking hours.
True.
And like you gotta actually do the job then, but then afterwards, do whatever. Mm-hmm. Or if you need to go take a pee break, go ahead.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about a job like
Go
that
get
is
food.
honestly, I feel like a lot of it is downtime, but at the same time, you use that downtime to like do upkeep and stuff like that.
Right.
But
And then you can sit in front of your computer and eat your ramen noodles.
well, that's another thing too.
Just right there.
I could just have my lunch and work, and then I could, if I have a laptop or something, I could work wherever I fucking want.
Yeah. Or like
The only stipulation is
set
like
the
you have to
laptop
fly.
up by the side and just watch anime on the side.
The only stipulation is occasionally, like once or twice a year for big meetings, would have to fly out to where the company actually is and go to meetings.
And then the best part is you don't have to deal with people face to face.
Yeah,
Because let's be real, people are trash.
but I'm hoping. I'm assuming it'll be a little bit before I hear anything because I talked to the person who was talking about referrals and stuff within the first day that he said something on Facebook.
Right.
I was like, yes, let me know about this. I want information. He sent me stuff, and I sent him my resume like a day or two later. So
Nice.
it's probably not even online yet. So it's probably, I'm hoping.
My
Hell
week was
yeah.
kind of boring. I don't do much. I go to work. I come home. Wednesday,
sleep.
Thursday, I don't do anything. Sunday, we do things every other Sunday. Except this past Sunday, we've done 2 Sundays. Can we talk about new Deadpool?
Sure. Fuck yeah, dude.
Great movie. $1 billion.
Fantastic movie. Saw it twice.
Very good movie. I'd watch it again.
Think about this. So, DC's had Henry Cavill forever for Superman, right? Movies never hit $1 billion. None of them. Marvel gets him for 30 seconds. The movie's $1 billion hit.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of it is because of him. Not all of it, but a lot of it is because of him. DC can't pull that off. DC can't make up their mind what they're doing.
Okay. How about this? What could DC do to equal up to Deadpool Wolverine? Honestly, at this point, what could they do to be as successful as that movie?
I know one thing they need to stop. Stop with the reboots.
Fucking seriously.
Stop
Yeah.
rebooting Batman 4 times. Stop rebooting Superman. Do not tell me the origin story again just because you want to introduce a new actor. I get whatever. Fine. Whatever your reasons are. Stop it. You are killing yourself.
The gut comes out.
Yep.
Yes.
Buddha belly.
It is the Buddha
But-
belly.
The problem is now they're in this place where they've waited so long between movies because they've ran through. They introduced Justice League to the point now you're going to introduce the origin stories for everyone else. So your main actors for Batman and Superman, which are your biggest cash grabs for DC, is Batman and Superman. No argument.
Yeah, really.
Now the actors you want to play them are too old. Cavill could still do it. 100%. But now Marvel's got him.
Who?
Marvel.
Oh.
Now Marvel's got him.
Got who?
Henry Cavill,
Oh, yeah.
who does Superman. I don't think he's going away from that because they're the money Deadpool just made. He was in there for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Marvel's got him.
Yeah, the Cavill.
Period.
Cavill moment was funny.
The Cavillerine.
So,
Cavalrine.
Oh, I'm about to make my name for fuck, I can't do it. About to make a name for myself here. The Channing Tatum gambit was the fun.
Disney's going to have you until you're 90.
till you're 90. Okay, favorite moments in the movie. Go.
The Hood. The Deadpool Wolverine versus 100 Wolverine or Deadpools.
Oh,
I get to kill 100 U's.
The
Oh, these ones regenerate.
We probably should have said spoilers.
Listen, the movie's been out for like 3 weeks. If you haven't gone to see Deadpool Wolverine yet, you're doing Marvel wrong.
Yeah.
That or you don't have a life. Like me.
Me neither.
The car fight.
I love. Did you hear that? Like sales for that car went up after the movie because like he was trash talking it, and then they had the fight in it. Yeah.
Isn't that also the same car when they went back into his timeline they landed on?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, can we just all say it? Dogpool.
Oh, Dogpool. Yeah.
Yes.
I liked the.
She's all G-spot. She'll let you know.
Also, this meme, we saw this on upstairs. The F-bomb has been dropped 119 times in the MCU. One time it got dropped in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. The other 118 times were in Deadpool Wolverine.
Yep. I can't wait for the R-rated Scooby-Doo movie where Fred says fuck.
Zoinks and jinkies. Oh, fuck!
Jeepers!
And it's just radio sounds that they're just...
Yeah, they're all like, dude.
The hell, Fred?
That's not cool, dude. Like, Shaggy doesn't even sound like himself. He's just, dude, that's
Like,
not
come
cool.
on, man. That's not even right. I mean, like, Fred, that's not good to say.
Shaggy just turns baritone. Bro, that ain't right.
Scooby,
it sounds like a
Scooby
black
looks over.
man.
Yes, Fred. We have talked about this.
Just a posh gentleman. Just break character completely.
Freddington the Third. We've talked about this.
Freddington.
Quite right, Scuba at birth.
The fact in the movie that you thought that Captain America just showed up and it's old school Human Torch.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
No, I thought that too. It's like
every
Captain.
bit of it pointed to Cap because you saw red, white, and blue briefly. It's like, then he flamed on. I'm like, hello.
I love the fact that they showed. Oh, that's Thor holding me and crying, and then they never elaborated on it for the rest of the movie.
Wait. Why was he crying?
Why was he crying?
Then he comes back. Why are Thor and me crying? Yeah. I will say this: Marvel kind of fell off after Infinity War.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Endgame ended it. Fine, okay, but after Infinity War, because this is what you're building up to, Infinity War. Period.
The poopy stuff came.
But then after an Endgame, it's kind of they're all like, "What do now?" Because you just lost Tony, you just lost Rogers, you got a new Captain America that nobody entirely cares about now because they haven't put him in a movie yet. And you're not gonna really watch the shows for it. Spider-Man's miserable now. So, what now?
Spider-Man depression.
And then they tried with introducing Kang, and then the dude got arrested.
Hell yeah.
And then he's still mad at Marvel for recasting the villain, but it's like, dude, you screwed up.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you screwed up.
True.
He's like, I love Kang, I love this, I'm disappointed they did this. Bro, it's your fault. Like, they got to scramble.
No, you're right.
But now they're doing, after this, now they're doing the Mutant Saga. So now we're introducing all the X-Men.
Good.
That would be really cool.
Deadpool and Wolverine is what Marvel needed.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and you still haven't seen the Marvels
no.
movie yet, right?
It's on my, like, they're all on my list still.
So,
but
I've already told you about it, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. It was like the Miss Marvel's movie.
Oh.
Like, I thought
all
whole
three
thing...
have the same powers, but whenever one uses them, the other two teleport somewhere else.
Yeah, so I thought the whole movie was going to be trash. It kind of started kind of slow, I'll admit. But the rest of it, and then the ending, the very ending bit, you know, like after the credits kind of bit, it's like, oh shit.
So they do have to build it, but now a lot of it's hanging in the air. So they had to scramble.
Well, are you ever going to watch that movie?
It's on my list, but it might not be for a while.
Do you want me to just tell you what happened after the credits?
Do it.
Suitcase to your mind?
I don't care.
So
I'll say this word. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers of some sort.
So I think she's Mexican. I think the dark the
I'm just watching you.
the teenager. She's a teenager.
Yeah.
Watching
you dig yourself a hole.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel.
Okay. Yeah. I couldn't remember.
Because Captain Marvel's the blonde one who was in Endgame.
Yeah. She at the end of the movie travels to another spot, and just another spot in wherever, and she drops by where Hawkeye is, the new Hawkeye, the girl, and she's like, I want to create a team, and I want you to join. And then she kind of just stands there, kind of like, and then she's like, please. So now they're going to be basically forming the young version of the Avengers, I guess.
Wow.
No, if it's what I think it is, hold on.
Or, well, I'm sure there's some official name to it, but it's like, okay, seeing that bit was like, okay, that was worth watching the movie get to that point, because that's kind of cool. Menica web searching.
Yep, because I think I know who
Searching
Reddit and looking at boobies.
I was just gonna say,
You.
Menica is searching for porn secretly.
No, it's
All of a sudden, you're gonna hear violent pornography.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden, you hear. Menica, what the fuck are you searching for?
nothing.
You're literally like a horse, a freaking from a clown, and like, what the fuck?
The classic clown horse porn, dude. It's
All right.
And then you hear like a trumpet. Oh, right in there. What the fuck?
and then you just hear
No, it wasn't who I thought
that's
it
a
was.
Oh,
real
cake
cheap
farts.
snapper, ain't it?
Oh, cake farts.
Cake farts. Did you know there's a guy named King Ass Ripper where he's like, I've got a dozen little Debbies. I'm going to fart on them. And then he farts on them and then he eats them. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, did you find what you were looking for?
No, I thought it was the Thunderbolts, but it's not.
This is some transitions we're having, damn.
So then the mid-credit scene happened. Do you know what the mid-credit scene was about? Because that was the actual straight-up end of the movie.
I don't remember. They probably showed it, but
The mid-credit scene.
Oh yeah. Never mind. Yeah, where the black girl goes to the other universe, sees her quote unquote mom.
alternate version of her mother.
Yeah, but it wasn't actually her. She was actually, what I'm guessing, is Captain Marvel.
No, it's an alternate version of her mother, named Binary.
Oh, so her mother wasn't Captain Marvel?
No.
Because she had she had some, I thought she had a kind of suit on that would fit her version of Captain Marvel. So that's just what I assumed. But
No, she's an ally to the X-Men.
oh,
But, the scientist that she was with in that alternate universe,
yeah, wasn't that another mutant?
that's Beast. The pure blue guy. Hank McCoy.
Really?
That's Beast. Because I looked at the synopsis of the movie. It doesn't say what team she's trying to form up. Kamala is trying to form up with the other one.
I don't know.
But
Well, I'm assuming maybe it's something new for the movies.
I thought it was about to be the Thunderbolts, but that's something completely different.
You dropped a cigarette down like some sort of crack and it blew up.
Nice.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Bro, they needed yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mutants, I can't wait. Because the only mutants we've really had were Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wanda's a mutant. Because they're, spoiler alert, for those who don't know, Scarlet Witch, a.k.a. Wanda, and Peter, a.k.a. Quicksilver, are adopted kids of Magneto.
Damn.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, time for me to try to shift my movement.
But now my question becomes, who are we going to get for the other X-Men?
Yeah.
Like, are we going to get James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender for Magneto and Professor
I
X?
almost thought you were about to say Michael Fassbender. I was going to be like,
Yeah.
wait,
Or
what?
we
Freddie
go-
Fazbear?
Or are we going to get Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian McClellan?
Yeah.
And are we going to get Halle Berry as Storm? Mm-hmm. Because we got Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. There's nobody else, minus Henry Cavill, who could play Wolverine. Hugh Jackman.
That's the pizza coming back up.
You got me.
Now, if you think about it, think of what else DC flopped on. Because I just thought about this. Where was Ryan Reynolds first before Deadpool?
You're right.
He was Green Lantern. Mm-hmm. That's DC. That movie's hot garbage.
Yeah, isn't that movie hot ass? Yeah.
That movie's hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
And then Marvel grabbed him, and they experimented with a serious Deadpool, realized that wasn't going to work, and then made him a complete moron.
Yep.
Who breaks the fourth wall as he should, because that's how he does it in the comics. And the movie has made $1 billion.
Yeah.
So Marvel wins because Marvel knows what they're doing. They don't focus on reboots unless they do it right. Stop trying to reboot your franchise over and over because it's not working the first time.
Did you hear
Batman?
that apparently they're planning on doing an alternate universe Tony Stark as Doctor Doom?
Yep, because this new Fantastic Four is going to be the same universe he's in. They're not part of 616.
It's going to be kind of cool.
I don't hate Robert Downey Jr. as being Doctor Doom. If they do it right, absolutely 100%.
Oh, yeah.
But I just want to see how they're going to do it.
I want to
Is
see
he going to be Tony?
I want to see basically just a completely gray morality Tony Stark
Yeah.
as Doctor Doom, because that would be like perfect. Like, it's the Iron Man suit, but it's Doctor Doom instead of
It's the Doom suit instead. Green and gray.
Because the thing about Doctor Doom is, from what I've seen, he's always been very morally gray. Like, yeah, he's a bad guy, but he's not a
There's a lot of
bad
times.
guy.
There's a lot of times he is the guy.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like
There's also plenty of times where it's been like, well, Doom was actually right, and now the world is like in complete peace because Doom just did what he had to do, and he's actually a fucking hero.
You could make that same argument with Magneto, but Magneto goes about it wrong.
Then you got Dr. Doofenshmirtz, who's the best villain in existence, dude.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
You can't not hear the theme play whenever you see that building.
Perry the Platypus.
Perry the platypus.
Oh my god. That actually wasn't...
Oh, man. So, where'd your trauma?
Platypus?
Where'd your trauma start? Well, it happened on the day of my birth. Neither of my parents.
Neither of my
showed up.
parents showed up. My dad dressed me up as a long gnome. Jargon. There's a platypus controlling me. A platypus controlling you.
Also, the Scottish Deadpool getting absolutely destroyed. Amazingly funny. And then the baby just starts laughing.
My reaction the reaction that me and Tall and Skinny had to
Bruh, I saw
the
that.
Scottish, we were
Bruh.
loving it. Both of us pointed out. We were just like, look at the Scottish one.
Bruh.
And then, wait, that's Peter.
That's Peter.
Yeah. Peter's
Can we
fucking legend.
say why the fuck does Peter have a fucking massive dick, dude? Like, I was like, who is this? I'm like, who's got like a bulge sitting there? And then he pulls out the mask. I'm like, my man Sugar Bear's got a massive cock.
He has that fucking chain hooked up to it. So here, give it a pull. See,
That's the thing. That's how good. Every universe has got a Peter.
Yeah. Have fun playing with my Peter. It was awesome.
No, my favorite part of the whole movie is like the whole concept of like they're saying something and they're just like giving a pause and then something happens and they just go, fuck! My favorite one is the end where the guy's like trying to brush off what he did. He's like, my two guys, my best friends sacrificed themselves.
Their
Hey,
lives.
we're here. Fuck!
Yeah.
Turns out if it was just me, I would have died. But Deadpool and Wolverine, we're here forever.
Yeah.
Interesting villain too. There wasn't a ton of a story to it, kind of, but like
No.
the villain was very interesting. was not expecting like Professor X's sister to exist. I didn't know that was a thing.
Honestly, I didn't either. Because I know Juggernaut's his brother. I didn't know he had a sister.
Yeah. I didn't even realize Juggernaut's helmet could like negate psychic.
Here's the thing.
Yo, that helmet messes stuff up.
I didn't
If
realize
they
that.
didn't get transported to that place where everything is deleted or whatever, they probably wouldn't even know she existed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was essentially the whole guy's point.
That's the funny thing too. If that never would have happened, then everything wouldn't have happened. Like,
now you think about it. Think about the continuity that he's did. Because they introduced Chris Evans in his first role in Marvel.
yeah.
So that never happened, but also they're saying, yeah, this happened. But this is where it went. Because now they're fixing
why
it
is
all.
Thor holding me and crying? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Wait, why? Wait.
Why?
Why?
Tell me why.
I still think that's going to happen at some point.
Be really funny. I would love to see like an actual Avengers movie where Deadpool's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Bruh, put Deadpool with Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy. No, it's got to be the old Guardians, not the new one. We don't talk about the new Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Be really funny. Just, hey Thor, make sure in one scene you just hold me while you're crying. Why? It'll be funny like 5 years ago, but now they'll finally get it.
Deadpool and
okay, funny red man.
Deadpool, Drax, and Rocket having a conversation.
Yeah, Marvel. You know what you're doing.
Side note,
Kinda.
Dave Bautista, I've said this before, Dave Bautista got paid for Guardians 2 just to say stupid crap and scream.
Incredible.
Bro, that's my kind of job.
Yeah.
Pretty lights.
Yes.
Though sitting there for all that makeup for that long, now it's worth it. Because you can just get paid to say stupid crap and scream.
Yeah. True.
Sold.
We rambled on for an extra hour. We have added so much screen time. We've done it.
Yeah. Just wait till the actual Marvel podcast.
Oh, dear God.
Just wait for the superhero podcast.
I guess I should probably bring my CPAP for that one, so if I really need to, I could actually fall asleep on the couch.
Yup.
You see me. Zzz, what are you doing, Suitcase? I need a nap. It's been 5 hours.
It's been 5 hours. We've only covered the first Iron Man movie.
plug it in. I'm just sitting there. Just
You just hear the air.
But you know what I
you hear
miss?
the air going occasionally.
You know what I miss?
Then wake up. Just Iron Man is cool.
Bro, we're on Thor now.
Yeah, dude. That was like 5 movies ago.
I miss Stan Lee and I miss Stan Lee's cameos.
Yeah, I hope they replace them with like Deadpool cameos or something like that. Seeing Stan Lee,
Not now, Stanley.
Seeing Stan Lee and Deadpool and Wolverine was actually kind of nice. He had like a little clip there, didn't he? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm pretty sure Deadpool was like, not now, Stanley.
Did he?
Yeah,
I thought he did.
I think he had a quick little cameo where it was like Excelsior or something like that.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna
Because
look it
when
up.
my guy and I watched it, he pointed it out. Or else I'm losing my mind. That was
That's gonna bother me.
Or that
all
was
day.
another Deadpool movie. I could have sworn it was Deadpool because Deadpool yelled at him. Everybody's looking on their phone but me.
Yeah.
My belly is out and I use it as
Yeah,
a
it's
drum.
a very short one.
He
but
did.
it's-
You did, yeah. I'll find out where.
Hercules, Hercules,
Hercules,
Hercules,
Hercules,
Hercules,
Hercules,
Hercules,
Hercules, Hercules. This is my knees. These are my knees. These are my knees.
I'm not slapping my belly. I'm clapping
It
my
was
butt
just a
cheeks,
quick
actually.
image.
Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Gotta pee.
Oh,
What?
so it was during the big fight with all the Deadpool,
Yeah.
and like it went through the bus,
Buddy, come on.
and I guess he was in a picture on the bus.
I thought that was him coming down the stairs. Like, what?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was paying attention because it was Deadpool and Wolverine fighting like 100 Deadpools.
Wait, hold your fire. Wolverine comes up with a puppy. Such a sweet little puppy. No, I think one of my favorite parts in the movie where he had the good Deadpool.
Running across.
He's just like using him as a human shield.
You're gonna live.
He's like, don't worry, you're gonna live.
Say
Repeat
it.
after me.
Say it louder.
Yeah, say it loud. I'm gonna live. Boom!
I'm gonna live.
Head blows up.
I guess this one doesn't regenerate.
oh, he died a hero. You killed him, you son of a bitch. It's like, oh, I tasted his thoughts, but I have these to remember him by. These big gold guns.
I tasted his last thoughts. He was he was full of fear.
How was I supposed to know he wasn't going to regenerate?
The Deagles are the best. Just, I have these to remember him by.
As I said, it's what Marvel needed because they were starting to get a little bit boring.
Yeah.
All their stuff went into the shows, and like, you have so many shows going on at the same time. It's like the Arrowverse from DC all over again. Because that's like 4 shows tying into one timeline.
Well, yeah, and then that's why I said, it was one movie, but still, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They knew that this is what they needed. Let's be honest.
You also know that Ryan Reynolds also co-produced that movie, right?
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Wait, what movie?
No, Ryan Reynolds
Deadpool.
didn't produce that. He got Don Knotts.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
listen, Don Knotts died about 15 years ago, but I still pay to have him direct it.
Yeah.
But no, it was great because Channing Tatum thought he lost Gambit like 10 years ago. But
it's sad that we attempted to talk about Johto, but there's
there's
much
not
to
enough
talk
in
about.
Johto. Hoenn, we can go on about. Sinnoh, we can go on about. Unova, all of it, we can go on about.
Johto's just kind of
Johto's
there.
just there. Like, they gave us 100 new Pokemon, the concept of baby Pokemon, and a lackluster region. That's it. The only good lore is Burnt Tower.
Yep.
Like, whatever.
So I apologize, folks. This is not a complete podcast of Pokemon.
Sorry, we went from
compared
that
to Gen 1, but
Yeah.
We went from that to
It was
talk about
still fun.
random nonsense to going on a Marvel tangent because Deadpool's an amazing movie.
yeah. Oh, I can only imagine what the thumbnail is going to be now.
I have no idea.
Deadpool.
I was thinking like
No, what you do is
we're
you put
we're all holding on to
Pokemon.
flying Pokemon or something, and Deadpool's flying with us on a unicorn or something or on Ho-Oh.
that, or you do like we were originally gonna like. Let's talk about Puh. And like we all trailed off, like the sentences trailed off, and Deadpool's just standing there. And then one of us just goes, "I want to talk about him." I don't know how you do it, but if Deadpool's just chilling, I want to talk about him.
Something like that, maybe.
It's got to be like Pokemon. It happened, yes, but now we literally just went on a Deadpool tangent because it was great. So you got to include it somehow.
Yeah, no, I will. I always, I don't know. I always seem to
You
like
come through. You got it.
come up with something right at the last second. They're like, okay, I'll go with that. That's kind of cool. Well, just like with the last thumbnail with the Whose Line Is It Anyways one.
No, mind you, that podcast
I saw
was,
that and I'm like, yep, that's it.
That podcast was completely normal.
Yes.
Nothing
And we
weird
may
about that
do
one
another
whatsoever.
completely normal podcast if we get people to do some likes and, comment and stuff.
Likes and comments and favorites and
Yes.
whatever else you want to do.
And of course,
Just don't show it to your grandpappy.
yeah. Don't show
Please
any
don't.
of these episodes to your kids. Even if we're talking about a kid's game.
Yeah, because we're not appropriate.
Yes. We started the episode with Suitcase's wretched foul shits.
Yup.
But folks, of course, like always, if you stuck with this for this long, thank you. We appreciate it. Do you boys have anything you want to say?
Till you're 90.
I like corn.
Do you?
Yes.
Corn with a capital P?
What? You know me so well.
Yeah.
All right, cut it off a week before we get even weirder.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Thank you, folks, for listening. We are also have a Facebook page up. Look us up on Facebook. Maximum Mouthage. We are on, obviously, YouTube Music, and Spotify. So
Yeah.
listen to us, you donkeys.
We're everywhere. You can